I see you guys practicing your flow. Are any of you guys on drugs? Now, before we dive into these interviews, I have a question for you. Do you think that people who attend music festivals are safe with their drug use? The answer might surprise you, and we are going to find out together. Of course, the safest thing to do with all drugs is just don't take it. Abstinence, don't touch the shit. That's the safest. But for those who are going to ignore these general rules and do it anyway, let's try our best to keep them alive, shall we? Hope you enjoyed the video. Are any of you guys on drugs? You guys on any drugs? What's that?
We got a little bit of acids, a little bit of G.
Nice totem, bro. Do you want to tell me what drugs you're on?
Acid and M.
I'm here with a mime. He can't talk. What's up, man? Are you on any drugs?
Yeah. Right now, ketamine, LSD, and a tiny bit of 4-ACO-DMT.
What?
4-ACO-DMT.
I'm on Molly and ketamine.
Ketamine and a bit of blow.
In the nose. I'm gonna guess ketamine. I got it. Anybody on drugs? No? Sober? You guys all sober? So how is the festival sober?
It's weird. At this festival in particular, I have experienced a natural high that is comparable to rolling tits on Molly. I'm so serious.
Are you sober? Kind of. What drugs are you on?
Many.
Which ones?
Maybe a little acid, maybe a little something else.
So what drugs are you on?
Vyvanse.
And you said you were prescribed it a week ago.
Yes.
What do you think of it so far? So what drugs are you on, Caroline?
First of all, I'm high on life, and then there's acid, Molly, and a little bit of weed.
MDMA. Yeah.
Anything else?
No. Weed.
Are you guys on any drugs? Maybe. What drugs are you guys on?
Acid.
Oh, ketamine, acid, and good old alcohol.
I am on acid and ketamine.
The G's
Oh,
the best.
tell me about the G. I haven't heard that one today.
Oh, brother. It's the sharpest, most confident, lightest little drunk vibe you've been on.
How does it compare to alcohol? Is it better?
Tremendously better.
My thing is drug safety. I want to make sure you guys are all doing your drugs safely. Did you test the M? Do you know it's real M?
100% we did, yeah.
And the acid, you know it's real?
It is, yep. That was tested a few years
And how
ago.
much acid did you take?
Just one tab.
What is your favorite thing about taking acid at the festival?
Oh, just the visual experience when you're walking around.
I'm just looking at your outfits. Oh, you look trippy. I like the sleeves.
Thank you.
What are you wearing? Oh, look at that. If I was on acid, that'd be moving around. Oh, you're on 4-acetoxy DMT.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah,
think of it
yeah.
versus psilocybin?
Really clean, really clean. It's way easier to do exactly where you want to go. Way more predictable.
Like worry about how much potency does this mushroom
Exactly,
have? Mushrooms are very
exactly.
unpredictable.
Yes,
I like
yes.
that. How much did you
And-
take?
That's the thing. 60 milligram. 60? Yes. Yes. Yes.
Bro, you took 60?
I know, but I'm the kind of guy who does 85 milligrams of 2CB2 when I do it. So I trip a bit too. I like to trip too hard a bit.
You seem good though. Like, dude,
Yes.
if I was on that, I would not be talking to me right now. So, how much acid did you take?
I took a quarter tab and I didn't feel anything. So then I took another quarter tab and I didn't feel anything. So then I took a bunch of Molly and I still didn't feel anything. And then I went to Fractal and I felt everything.
A total of half a tab, if my math is correct.
Half a tab and maybe, I don't know how much Molly I did. A lot.
How much is a lot for you?
I don't know. Is a gram a lot?
Yes.
Half of a gram.
Okay.
The combination of sleep deprivation and just pure bliss and euphoria I feel to be here. It's weird. Like, I'm freaking myself out because I'm like, whoa, did I get dosed? But it's like, no, dude, it's just to be so present in a community and within a scene, the music, everything. It's the shit.
When you take drugs here, I feel like they're exponentially stronger because the energy of this place kind of skyrockets your experience.
The voices go out of my head, you know?
What do the voices tell you?
I don't know, like, don't do your laundry, don't do that.
That's just the voice in everyone's head. Fuck.
I guess.
But now you can do your laundry.
Yeah, exactly.
What other benefits have you found?
Way more horny.
I know it's called the
Way-
date rape drug,
way more
right?
horny.
Way more horny.
Way more horny. And you're just confident, no inhibitions, and your body feels amazing.
That's cool.
And it lasts for 50 minutes and then it's gone.
15?
50.
Oh, 50.
Yeah,
50.
it's my favorite.
So you're on G and what else you said?
I'll just tried some acid.
Oh, how
Yeah.
much acid did you
Just
take?
like a third.
And my next question always is it safe? Like, did you test it? Do you know it's real acid?
Yeah, so actually, no.
So how do you know you're safe with your drugs?
Okay. You safely do drugs starting out with making sure your levels are good, getting making sure your sleeping situation is comfortable, eating, and then hydration. And then you have to know what the molecule does with your biology before you try it. Like, so don't try it for the first time out here. But if you do, you got to start in increments, right? Yep.
Always take more, you can't take less.
Yep, that's it.
What are you experiencing right now? Try to explain it.
Oof. For me, like I'm a super ADHD.
Me too.
So right now, like acid is one of the things that calm my mind.
What do you see? Tell me what you see.
Oh, right now it's really mild acid. It's like, distorted visual, sense of calmness, but nothing too big. No fractal yet, no everything.
What about the 4-ACO DMT? You're not seeing anything from
Yes,
it?
It's recurrent patterns in each of the, not the fractal.
So like when you look at that rock, what is it doing?
Yes, okay. Right now, obviously it's moving, the color are diffusing, and the texture are moving. That's normal.
So do the drugs, how does your body feel? Explain that one.
Oh, for me, it's...
Before we find out how his body feels, why don't you tell me how your body feels? Because if it's feeling kind of poopy, maybe this video's sponsor can help you. I want to talk about this video's sponsor, Merrick Health. The truth is, most doctors don't truly care about making you as optimized as possible. They check your labs, they tell you it's normal, and that's pretty much it. Meanwhile, you're feeling tired, you're not getting morning wood, maybe not as much, and you just know that something is not right. And that is where Merrick Health comes in, and this is my sales pitch. They actually aren't your typical doctor, they offer next-level optimization. From my own personal experience dealing with them, they were able to deep dive into my blood work unlike any previous doctor ever really cared to do, or even had the knowledge base to do. My personal health coach was able to tell me in ways that I could actually understand just how, bad some of my current life choices were. Just how much they were hurting me, even though I didn't realize it. Hint, substance use hint? So if you are someone like me who has dabbled in the past, it is extra important that you stay on top of your blood work just to make sure that everything is working okay and you haven't caused or aren't causing any permanent damage. The blood says it all. It really does. And having a competent person to actually review that blood and explain to you why certain things are off or doing what they're doing is invaluable. It's actually vital for your longevity, in my opinion. It is also no secret that I have been on the good old hormone replacement for over 4 years now. Merrick Health also offers an in-depth analysis of all of your hormone levels so you can just see, if you're in the optimal range for a man. Of course, I cannot endorse TRT. It has really helped me, and that's all I can say, but I can't tell you whether it's going to be optimal for your health or not. This is why you have to get your own blood work. And of course, the best part about all of this is you can get a 10% discount by using the code PsychSubstance. That's right, go to merrickhealth.com, use the code PsychSubstance, and get a 10% discount. Anyway, with all that being said, let's jump back into this video. Cheers.
Oh, for me, it's lightness. It's lightness. Yes, it's lightheadedness. You're not heavy, Some drugs, people like amphetamine, like cocaine, it's fucking an aggressive thing, Right. The beauty with ketamine too, it's a relaxed drug. It's something.
Feel more warm? Like, are you more loving?
Yes, absolutely. But that's not the MDMA yet. Like MDMA is for later tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the MDMA is like the final puzzle piece.
Yes, exactly. Really precise cocktails.
How do you know what you took is safe?
What I took is safe.
How do you know it was safe? Like, how do you know it was the real drug?
I get it tested.
Okay, good to hear. Where?
Oh fuck, I can't remember the name. It's around here though.
Like the tent?
The tent.
You actually waited in line? You went to the testing tent?
I did.
Good for you.
And I made sure everything was pure.
You're not just bullshitting me to
No.
Okay, so you tested. It's funny, some people will be like, no.
My fiance go do it, but he did it. He did it.
Nice.
I watched him do it.
You watched him do it? So it was all real, it was all good drugs?
It was all real.
And the next step is, do you weigh your doses? Are you safe with your dosing? Say you take drugs in your house, like you're in your basement, you have an acid trip, versus having an acid trip here,
Yeah.
you need like a quarter.
What's interesting is I almost feel like part of it is a contact high. And what I've noticed at this festival opposed to other festivals that serve alcohol is even though people are on drugs here, they are so much more present and connected to each other, and everyone handles their shit really well.
Yeah.
And you feel it in the crowd. Everyone's dancing, having a good time. I feel like at other festivals you don't feel that as much.
It's funny, I can tell you're sober because you are so well-spoken and clear. You are very articulate. You have some good diction to your speech.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The theater kid in me as well.
The what kid?
Theater kid.
Oh, I did theater too.
Yeah,
I loved improv.
gives it away. I also did improv. Yeah, hell yeah.
I love doing this because I just get to chat with people.
Same.
This is my festival. It's just chatting with people.
I love that for you.
But yeah, it's funny about the alcohol thing because the artist. I've got my fancy artist wristband.
Yeah, so
they
do
give
I.
me alcohol, so you know that.
Yeah.
Why do they give the artist alcohol?
Honestly, I don't know, but what's interesting is how many artists are also sober.
Really?
Yeah, there are many more sober people within the EDM industry than you'd ever expect. But it is hard because they're constantly throwing stuff at you.
You can go backstage and you can get a drink at any
I saw
time.
cans. empty cans of like PBR in the trash, and I was like, aren't we not supposed to do that here?
I'm more creative.
I was too. I remember I was having trouble editing. I started taking Vyvanse, and then I could spend 9 hours straight, and I loved it. Editing was more fun. I'm just, as someone who was on it for years, don't ever raise your dose. Just trust me. The second you start raising your dose,
Take 2 next week or something like that.
you're in the drug honeymoon phase. So, everybody watching my video right now, she's in the drug honeymoon phase. This is when it's amazing. It's like you're thinking, why didn't I do this sooner? It doesn't last. The honeymoon ends just like in a relationship, and then you hate each other.
I'm not like that yet with my boyfriend. Yeah, he's a DJ.
But I've got it from a really, really good source, a really trusted source.
The saying is, if it's bitter, it's a spitter. Was it bitter? It
No.
tasted like nothing?
No, it tasted
It should
like
taste a
nothing.
little metallic. That's it?
Tasted like nothing.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
Okay.
Is it hitting you?
Not yet. I just took it like 20 minutes ago. Nothing yet. Yeah.
Got about another 20 minutes till it hits.
Sure do.
So I do drug education.
Okay.
So I'm out here asking what drugs you're on, making sure you're doing them safely.
Love it, love
So
it,
I
love
love
it.
to hear that. So
Appreciate
the
that.
GHB is clean?
It's the best. It's my favorite. Very clean.
You guys are all in the same mix.
All of us.
What do you think of the GHB?
I love it.
It tastes like
If you like-
asshole.
if you like cum in your mouth,
no, actually,
it's fine,
asshole
but
is
like,
better than that.
Asshole probably tastes a little better.
It does. Asshole tastes pretty good.
yeah,
but
yeah.
this tasted like worse than asshole.
It's a little cummy.
For 2 people on acid, you guys conduct yourselves beautifully.
Well, this is day 3 on acid. So like first day, like 1 tab of acid. Second day, 2 tabs. But this third day, it's like, let me get a lot more and see what happens.
You don't really feel it the same, do you?
No, it's not the same, but you do feel something. You feel something, right? But it's not the same, you know. So, but it makes you. It's a good addition.
It's the last day. You got to go hard the last day.
You don't want to be fucked up tomorrow.
Because when you mix drugs, you know what it does? Every drug gets stronger. You know this.
Exactly.
You have to take less.
MDMA takes so much of your energy, of your serotonin. The next day you're dead. So you do it on the Sunday, so you're more renourished.
You're
more
smart. You
healthier.
saved the MDMA for the last day.
Yes.
Did you?
Always. It's important.
That's what I would do.
Basic, what kind of drugs you do to separate them. Never do 2 types of drug in 2 different days.
Never do the same drug 2 days in a row.
Exactly. It wastes potency. You're wasting your drug. You're wasting energy. You're wasting some connection in your brain that you're not doing. Sorry.
No, you're speaking well.
Yeah.
My last question for people. I do drug safety.
Yeah.
Do you know that what you took is pure? Do you know that it's safe? How do you know it's safe?
Yes, that's I know. I tested with a spectrometer.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
You did the mass spectrometer.
Yes.
Are you an artist or are you here with an artist?
I do social media, so I'm here technically as independent press.
Same thing as me.
Yes, I'm a content creator.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What kind of content do you create?
I do a lot of sober rave content actually. I try to preach other people trying sober raves, even if they're not sober or in recovery, just getting out there and really just being present and in the music, or at least if you are gonna do drugs, do them responsibly. Heavy on the responsibly, test your drugs.
That's what I'm doing, is trying to get people to test their drugs.
Absolutely. And I think even just learning, the signs of an overdose, how to respond to an overdose. I've unfortunately had to Narcan people at festivals. It's real, it happens. I think it's one thing to say you should carry a Narcan. I think it's another thing to be like, no, people at festivals overdose on laced drugs, and someone has to be carrying Narcan and know how to use it. And being a sober person does allow me to serve my community in that sort of way, where I know I'm always stacked with Narcan. I have some in my utility belt right now, and if I see something, I can be someone who can respond.
I like that you have Narcan, but I don't think there's a lot of people here who are intentionally, I guess the key word is intentionally, on an opioid.
Correct. That is the problem, is that people aren't intentionally taking opioids. They're taking pressed pills, and the pressed pills in particular, it's like the chocolate chip cookie.
Sound like you're very knowledgeable and like you know exactly what you're doing.
Yes.
Does that imbue with a sense of calmness? When you know that the drugs are safe, do you feel better about taking them?
Absolutely. That's why the drugs should be democratized that much, to say it's safety information. Because people have a certain thinking, oh no, it's either bad versus alcohol, which is in theory it's.
Dude, alcohol is the worst drug. It's the worst drug, and it's legal.
It's normalized. It's abused the most. It killed the most people. It's fucked up. It's fucked the whole life. It's the worst addiction. Not the worst.
Worst for your organs. It destroys your body. Get a powdered drug. Get it crystal. I always say that. Don't do a press pill.
And I mean, bare minimum, fentanyl test strip, but if you can, full reagent, make sure you're not doing meth, honestly. You probably are doing meth, to be real.
Maybe. It depends on what it is. Some of the MDMA is meth for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
But some of it is I mean, I think
Getting pure.
I was gonna say that it's getting pure. Yes.
It is. I looked into it actually because I was quite curious.
So any parting words?
Be safe about what you do. Research your thing. Reddit is just super useful. And community resources, and BC they have Encore, in Montreal they have Grip. There's a lot of public entities that are helping there to access knowledge, right tool, right instrument, the right way to test your drug. So yeah, be safe.
Amazing. That was great. You were good. Thank you so much. I gotta pee. Do you feel tempted to take drugs being here? Is there a temptation?
Absolutely not. There's zero temptation. No. If anything, I think going to festivals actually solidifies my sobriety because I experience all of the feelings I was chasing and doing drugs. I would take drugs hoping that I could feel confident in my body and okay in whatever outfit I was wearing and not too insecure to dance. Oh my God, are people looking at me? Oh, that social interaction was awkward. I'm going nonverbal. I can't talk to people. And now being sober, it's just like, I'm so social. I'm making all these friends and I'm dancing like who gives a fuck? I don't care.
It sounds like your confidence has went up a level.
Absolutely. But I will say it's not just in getting sober. It's getting sober and doing work on myself. I think that's where a lot of people trip up. They just get sober and then they're like, damn, my life still sucks.
You have to fill the void with something. Nature abhors a vacuum. You have to put something
Absolutely. And I really just fill that up with like spirituality and being of service to other people.
Thank you for the interview, guys. That was beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you, man. What's your name?
I'm Dyrell.
Dyrell Adam. Adam. It was nice meeting you. Cheers. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, man. I appreciate what you're doing, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
It's like
Just I'm trying to keep people safe.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, man.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, man. You too.
Final words for your interview.
Try out a sober rave. You might surprise yourself. And even if you're not going to rave sober, just rave responsibly.
That was great. You were good. What's your name?
Reno.
Reno? How did I forget from Final Fantasy?
Yeah, right. Thanks for chatting, dude.
Thank you, Reno. Cheers.